One picture marked the hustings in Turkey. A picture where the opposition leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu stands on a prayer rug with his shoes. Erdogan introduced this scene as an insult to Islam and millions of Muslim prayers. Nobody was talking about economy. Now, it's enough for demagogy. For Turkey, it's time to talk about the everyday deepening economic crisis. This is ENGİN Tatlıbal and you are listening to the Anatolia News Podcast.
Türkiye bugün dünden daha güçlüdür. Demokrasimiz her zamankinden daha kuvvetlidir.
In this speech of Recep Tayyip Erdogan here, made at the inaugural after party, the president says Turkey's democracy is stronger than ever and the country is more powerful than before. The annual inflation is around 40% according to the official statistical institutes, and even the majority of Erdogan supporters, including the most favourish ones, don't believe the accuracy of this data. Erdogan is now being expected to form a new path for Turkish economy. The Central Bank of Turkey kept decreasing the interest rates despite towering inflation. According to many observers, Erdogan decided to follow a populist economy policy to survive the presidential elections. He did. And now the country needs a serious restoration. Reappointment of former finance minister Mehmet Şimşek gives the signals of such a restoration process. However, Turkey is approaching two local elections to be held in March 2024, and it's known that Erdogan and his party want to regain Istanbul and Ankara municipalities. Hakan Kara, former chief economist of the Central Bank of Turkey, thinks the upcoming local elections in March 2024 will be a critical determinant for Erdogan in shaping his upcoming economic policies. Kara says there will be pain for Turkish people in all cases.
Mr. Erdogan is likely to keep up his expansionary policies until the next local elections take place next year. Until then, Hakan Kara, the former chief economist of the Central Bank of Turkey, said the country would probably just muddle through. Turkish authorities will have to make tough decisions after the local elections, as something has to give in eventually, Mr. Kara said. Turkey has to either switch back to conventional policies, or further deviate from the free market economy where the central authority manages the economy through micro-control measures. In either case, he added, the adjustment is likely to be painful.
Well, yes, the adjustment is likely to be painful. The very first reaction of the markets in Turkey to the election results and the new government announced became a new step forward of the devaluation of Turkish lira. $1 was valued higher than 23 liras on Wednesday, which marked a new record high. Professor Hurşit Güneş, a senior economist and former MEP of the opposition party, awaits US dollar Turkish lira parity keep increasing.
Son seçim döneminde saraydan alınan bir talimatla
Before the elections, the central bank did everything to curb foreign currency rates over the instruction they received from the presidential palace. They sold the gold reserves, they defaulted procedures in terms of foreign currency policy, they stopped releasing foreign money to the market. Now what my expectation is that the price of US dollar will start surging as the elections passed by. And this surge will take the inflation up along with, and Turkey will sink into the same swirl of foreign currency and inflation. And again, the poor will suffer a lot.
Ve yine dar gelirler çok büyük sıkıntı çekecekler.
And bottom line, economist Atilla Yeşilada briefs the situation and oversees the rest of the year by saying that Turkey has now two roads ahead, two alternatives.
Özetle iki patika var önümüzde. Bir, bu kış hakikaten
1. We will face a deep crisis this winter. 2. Temporal precision adjustments will be made. Economy policies will be turned through more traditional routes. Thus we can survive the winter, and after the local elections in March 2024, Mr. Erdogan will make his final decision in which path he wants to walk through. And what I mean with these precision adjustments are increasing the interest rates, revising the managing staff of the central bank and banking supervision authority. Because these two bodies are joint parts of the pressure on financial system.
Aslında Türkiye'de yani para değil kredi politikası, finansal sistem üzerine uygulanan baskı anlamında.
So, nothing new on the Western Front for Turkey. The country has a new finance minister and top economy bureaucracy is expected to be revised. But upcoming local elections are likely to avoid Erdogan administration of following a more realistic economy policies. That's all for this week's podcast. See you next Saturday. Bye bye.